Hello Booktube. So, see how this goes. I'm just out in the backyard, walking the dog, so might be moving around a little bit. See if I can get him in. This is my dog. Very excited. Very happy to be outside. Just loves being outside, so anytime. Just have him chill out for a little bit. And yeah, let's see how this goes. So this is the Newbie Booktube channel tag. Originally done by Brenda C, I believe, but I couldn't find the video, so I won't post it below or anything, but I'll probably post the questions. So question number 1 is, why did you start a Booktube channel? Basically, well, Uncle Steve Donahue told me to. I've been on posting to people's Booktube channels for a bit now, probably about 4 years, off and on. I'm a bit of a creeper sometimes, but I've been posting comments more often and liking channels and stuff. And there's a lot of new people out. I've just started and within the past year that I really like, so just thought I would finally give it a go. And it's also going to be nice to have like a look back. Memory's not the greatest sometimes. I remember bits of books here and there, but I don't always remember exactly how enthusiastic or not enthusiastic I was when I first read them, so it'll be nice to have a look back on. Alright, question number 2 is, what fun and unique things can you bring to your Booktube channel? And I don't think that's my style, really. There's so many Booktube channels that everything's been done already. I'd say tedious and derivative is probably more my style, so it's going to be what it is, but yeah, we'll see. Sorry, I totally forgot the questions. Number 3 is, what are you most excited about Booktube channel? I think I'm most excited about doing tags. I think the tags are a really great way to discuss books, and I find out I've got a lot of recommendations from watching people do tags and stuff, and yeah, I think it's a really great way just to have prompts to talk about books that wouldn't normally get talked about a lot. Like, there's a lot of booktubers, they either read the classics or they read a lot of new stuff, contemporary stuff coming out, and you get the advanced review copies and stuff. So yeah, just the weird stuff you find in secondhand stores and things like that. That's usually are prompted out by the tags. And sorry, number 4, I gotta get my notes again. Why do you love reading? That's a bit of a tough one. I have a complex relationship with reading. I don't know if I say I love reading all the time. I love the solitudeness of reading. But at this point, I think I think I do love reading, but it also just feels something like I'm compelled to read. I've been doing it pretty much my whole life, so it's just kind of something I have to do now. It's a bit more of an obsessive tendency than necessarily something I'm totally doing out of love. Yeah, so I would say that it's an obsessive tendency. But there are books that I love and all that, so there's still a lot of love to it. And number 5, books or series that got you into reading. I've reading as long as I remember, so probably things like Spot the Dog. I'm sure I had Postman Pat books because I love the TV series. I definitely know Roald Dahl was huge. That's a bit of a weird thing for me now, but definitely love the macabreness, the silliness of Roald Dahl, and especially of the illustrations too. They really kind of, like, I think to me the writing and the illustrations kind of went hand in hand, and that's really the memories is of both. And sorry, the dog's just grabbing my tent there. We had a campfire last night for the first time this season, so I also thought to put the tent up. yeah, he's just settled down a bit now there. And yeah, and then later on, read Dick King Smith, and then I think Nicholas Fisk really, as a children's sci-fi writer, he really got me to like super love. I guess I was like super excited to read the next one of his, and they were like published in the 70s and 80s, I think. So, and I grew up in late 80s and 90s, so I kind of didn't have to wait for them to be released or anything. They were there, could buy them, could get them from the libraries and stuff. So yeah, I'd say that was it. Number 6, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Nothing particularly like booktube related. Just you asking about books. I mean, I do that anyway. That's what kind of why I'm starting this. I'm already commenting and asking them questions and interacting with them and stuff. So I'm pretty confident in the fact that I'm just gonna make my own weird radical guerrilla booktube videos. There'll probably be a lot of this. Me out walking the dog. It's like finally kind of spring now, so can kind of come outside in comfortable weather and not have to worry about snow. Yeah, maybe a few inside when I've got a bit more solitude, a bit more time on my own. But yeah, most of my time is walking the dog at home, so it's gonna be a lot of this. Hope you're a lot of Paul Greengrass fans, because you're gonna get a little shaky cam. Challenges for making it with a booktube channel. Challenges mainly it's like this where I'm out here, there's having that solitudeness to kind of make the videos. I don't really want to make them in front of anybody. Sorry, it's got caught up here. I don't really want to make them in front of anybody, so yeah, I want to be out on my own. Don't mind the dog being here, obviously, but yeah, don't really want an audience. I'm a bit shy anyway, so I do like my solitude a lot, and I don't mind talking to people. I've been talking to people, especially about books and stuff, but I don't really, not as performative as I maybe once was. So, yeah, that's just finding the space and the calmness, and yeah, time when I'm not actually having to do other stuff. Number 8 is, when did you start reading? As young as I remember. To be honest, I don't really remember like any particular point that I started reading. Something that I've always done now, always read at school. There's times where I've read more than other times, but pretty much always had a book. Love having books. Usually have a book everywhere I go. So 5 minutes, 10 minutes here. Read. So yeah, I don't know when I started. As young as whenever your brain's old enough to be able to comprehend words, and yeah, always been read to as well. So I think that helped huge that my parents read to me, and the school really reinforced it. And definitely in youngest, definitely since I started school, it was like that was part of the work. It's very little work at home, but that was it. Reading, get to read. Number 9, where do you read? Anywhere really. Anywhere I've got 5-10 minutes on my own. I read a lot of work, get like a half-hour break. So yeah, so I read a lot of work. Got a little room that I read in, sometimes in bed. I love reading in bed, but right now my bed's not the most comfortable to read in, but I'll just fall asleep because I'm so tired as well. We got a few sofas dotted around as well, so just anywhere really. Anywhere the dog will settle with me, usually. He's pretty, otherwise he'll just grab the book and run off with it, or we have at least one shredded book. But I probably have a few more that I chucked out because they were beyond repair. But yeah, I'm gonna just make sure he's happy. And finally, number 10, what kind of books do you read? So I read a lot of crime books, particularly noir, and right now I've kind of gotten into pre-Golden Age British crime, so where it's kind of a lot of start of like the locked room mysteries, and kind of with the gentleman detectives as well. And it's usually just, yeah, it's usually the main character is not necessarily a police officer, it's just some kind of do-goody lord or outstanding member of was it leisurely society? Don't have to work in the mines or the foundries or blacksmiths or anything, so they got plenty of time to solve crimes. So yeah, kind of get into them. I did really avoid a lot of British crime fiction. I was just super obsessed with American, especially just before and just after the Second World War. I'm very interested in that kind of time period and psychologicalness and just, yeah. So a lot of like Hammett and Chandler, Jim Thompson, things like that. I used to read a ton of those. But now I'm kind of branching out a little bit. And there was a time where I was very into the Scandinavians. Probably get back into them again. I also do love to read some non-fiction and biography. I will essentially read anything. If you give me a book, I'll read it. If you recommend me a book, I'll probably read it eventually once I get my hands on it. But yeah, mainly crime, but and biography. But I'll essentially read anything. Anyway, this was pretty alright. I hope the moving around wasn't too bad. And yeah, I'm hoping to do a video every day, so check back in. I'm doing a lot of tags. I don't have a ton of time to read like a ton of books right now, so I'll do like a monthly wrap up or something, discuss what I've been reading, but mainly just do tags. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this. Asking questions in the comments or anything you want to, just, yeah, let's chat, let's make videos, let's do this, finally. Bye Booktube, have a great day.